Hey guys, what's up? My name is Gabriel Belcher for those that don't know me, and I just want to make this quick video to get in touch with you guys and kind of collaborate on something, kind of brainstorm on something. And as you watch this video, I'm going to show you basically a simple mindset, a simple exercise that's going to help you align your mind to what you want to achieve, your goals and your dreams, your aspirations, and how to actually accomplish them and actually do get to the ultimate goal that you want, which is whatever it is, whether it is getting a brand new car, having that Escalade, Ferrari, whatever you want to do, having a big house, achieving more financial success online, whatever the case might be. But I'm going to take you through this exercise so that you can align your mind to what is possible and actually align your mind to your true potential, really, and get out of your self-imprisonment and actually free yourself so that you can understand that you are able to achieve and you are going to make a difference in yourself and also move forward with, without your pessimistic thinking, without your negative thoughts, and actually achieve the goals that you want to achieve, right? So without further ado, let's get into it. Before we get into it, I want to tell you guys a story of how I even came up across this, technique and how it's helped me, right? So when I went to Colorado this past, I think it was in July, no, August. It was sometime in August. I went to Colorado on a mastermind retreat, and we climbed this mountain, right? And I don't know if you guys, but us people from Florida, we have, flat ground everywhere, right? So it's not something that, Colorado is not, the same elevation as we are used to in Florida. And even in Hawaii, for that instance, where I am right now, it's not something that's easy to go by, right? There's a big elevation change when you get to Colorado. And we didn't really start to feel the effects of that until we started climbing up the hill. So we started climbing up this hill, or mountain, really. It's a really big mountain. And right off the bat, like, I started to get out of breath. I'm like, man, what's going on? And then they explained to me that the oxygen is thinner there. There's not as much of it or whatever the case might be. But the oxygen is different. So it's not the same as we have it here. It's not the same as in Florida. So it kicked my ass a little bit, And but without anything like that, we kept trucking up that hill, showing how Hawaii gets down, and we get to this place where there's like these little stone couches, right? Like people just went up there and started piling rocks to make them look like little lazy boys and whatever. And I sat there and I started looking at the view, and the view was amazing. The view was like you could see pretty much Boulder, Colorado in its entirety, and it was beautiful, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Clear skies and everything. You could see the lakes that were around. You could see the city, the little country area. It was beautiful, awesome, right? While we were up there, though, right, there was this little steeper part of the hill with a bunch of rocks everywhere. And one of the guys decided, hey, let's go up, let's climb this thing. And I only have one arm for some of you guys that know me. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to try to do this. So I climb up these little rocks and go up to this little platform where there's another big couch where we sit down. And Chris Rushlow, the guy that was with us, he was actually letting us know that it was a place, a vortex. And for you guys that don't know what a vortex is, it's basically a place where the energy of the world is different, right? You feel different. You feel more empowered, more alive, more refreshed, right? So we sat there and we started thinking, right? And this is how it's all going to tie in a second if you just keep watching this video. We started thinking, right, of our limitations, right? And he took us through these brief exercises that I'm about to take you guys through as you watch this video. Of like basically things that we thought was limiting our negative thinking, stuff that our self-imprisonments, one by one, right? And we started thinking about them and kind of, just talking, and a little breakthrough started happening there. We started to basically come out of our shell more, understand a little bit better, and get a better understanding of what we want to achieve, what our dreams actually are versus what we say our dreams are want to be, right? And we basically got a better understanding of ourselves and started moving forward in a more forceful, more powerful direction that was clear. It was just intense. It was basically intense. But we had our end goal in mind. We knew we were going to achieve it. It was just taking the steps, taking action on those steps forward to actually complete our goal, right? So we climb back down the hill and we circle up in this little campfire, and we start going around the circle and basically explain to each other, give us our names, where we're from, what do we want to achieve at that weekend, and just basically that, and then the leaders gave their inputs, right? And it was in that circle that we basically kind of went through this exercise and kind of freed ourselves from what we thought was limiting us to what was actually limiting us, which I'm going to tell you right now, right off the bat, that it's you. You're limiting yourself. I was limiting myself. And it's how we came to that conclusion that I'm going to take you through this exercise so you can figure it out, okay? So I want you to think of one thing you want to achieve, right? Think of the one thing, just one thing, whatever it might be, whether it's a car, a better job, making money, whatever, more money, whatever the case might be, house, whatever it is. Just think of that one thing, right? Think of it, make it nice and clear in your head, right? Now I want you to think of the top 3 things, first 3 things that pop into your head, right? You don't have to say it out loud because obviously I can't hear you. But if you want to write them down, that would be fine. But think of the first 3 things that are keeping you from it. All right. Right off the bat, I would say half of the people watching this, the first top 2 things are money and time. Right? Money and time. It's the thing that limits us. Either we don't have enough money, or we can't find a job that gives us enough money, or we have the job that can give us enough money, but it's directly tied to the time. So unless we can create more hours in the day, we can't actually get more money. See how that kind of traps ourselves, right? And then the last one, for you guys that are actually truthful to yourself, the last one is you, right? It's you choosing whatever choice you made, whatever limitations you put in front of yourself, whatever excuses you have made to not actually achieving what you want to do. Now, I'm not saying this to bash on you. I'm not saying this to bring you down or anything. I just want you to realize what your true potential is and what your true blockade is, right? So we were up in this hill, we were up in the mountain, and my goal was basically to create a team of 50 people, starting off small, creating a team of 50 people, but I wanted those 50 people to be family-oriented, right? I wanted not the people themselves, but I wanted the group, the team, to be family-oriented like that. We're just tight-knit people that we can borderline be family, right? Have, barbecues together, go out to places together, hang out, just like if you would with your family, right? I wanted to create a team so tight that we knew each other's names, we knew each other where we lived, we always hung out, we interacted with each other, we helped each other achieve success. That's the type of team that I want, right? And then they asked me, what is keeping you from that? I was like, well, I'm really struggling with this business, and I can't recruit, and it sucks because I can't get people on my team. And they're like, why can't you get people on your team? And I told them, it was like, I said I can't recruit. It's like, no. There's tools in the business that teach you how to recruit. So what is the true reason why you can't recruit? It's like, well, I just can't, think of it. I can't figure it out. It's like, no. Truthfully answer yourself. You have the tools that help you actually learn how to recruit. You have the tools that teach you how to communicate with people properly. You have the tools to create your success. What is keeping you from actually recruiting people and helping them achieve the same success that you want? And then it hit me. It's like, well, I kind of lack a little bit of discipline. Like, I haven't been plugging into the training as I should be. I haven't done the things that they actually been telling me to do. So why am I expecting the success if I haven't actually put in to work what I actually been taught and what I've been shown how to do to actually achieve the success? And right, they made that clear. It's like, okay, so now you know what you're doing. You're actually procrastinating, right? So why are you procrastinating? It's like, well, I'm not really procrastinating. I just don't have the time to actually put into this. And they're like, no. You just told us. You just told us that you have procrastinated. That means you have time. You just don't use it properly. Another breakthrough happened right there, right? And so they started talking about it, and they look at me, and they were like, well, now you have the time, you have the training, what else is keeping you from it? And honestly, I had nothing else to say. Everything was there in front of me. I just needed to actually take action, get serious about what I wanted to achieve, and actually go forth and try to achieve it, right? Everything was laid out in front of me, right? Just like everything's laid out in front of you. You want to, for instance, I'm going to use this for an example because it was actually pretty awesome. It happened today. So I go, like, I'm a video gamer, and if you guys are watching this, you might be video gamers too, whatever the case might be. But I love video games. I do. They are good stress relief for me. They help me get out of, my situation or whatever the case, and let me just be free and, kill people on the internet. But besides that, it just kind of gives me a little sense of relief, right? So I wanted the Xbox One. I didn't get it because I was so stubborn, and I tried to set unrealistic expectations, unrealistic goals. Like, I want to generate $100,000 today before I actually buy that. It was stupid, right? When in actuality, I set out the goal to actually plug into training and do the things that I needed to actually, create enough income, to have enough income to actually be able to purchase it, right? And I got clear about it, I got serious about it, and I started moving forward with it. And wouldn't you freaking know, when I actually got serious and did the things that I needed to, I actually achieved this. I'm going to go ahead and show you. This is a pretty awesome picture. You're going to want to see this. But here's me. I got my freaking gift. Freaking late birthday present, but I got it. I achieved my goal and got my Xbox One finally. And it was awesome. And all I had to do was get serious about what I wanted to do and push forward to do it. Small little goal, right? Small little goal, but big payout. It made me happy. It gives me the things that I want, right? And all I had to do was get serious, plan out the steps that I needed to, and realize that I am the only obstacle in my way, right? And this is what I want you guys to do as well. I want you guys to look at that goal that we brought up in the beginning, and I want you guys to focus on it. Right? I want you to focus on it and think of those 3 things that are keeping you from it, and realize there's a lot of time in the world. All we have in the world is time, right? We do. It's how you manage that time and how you use that time that's actually going to make the difference in your life, right? There's money. Money's everywhere. If you don't like the job that you have and you don't like the opportunity that you have, I'll tell you about more of that in a second, but there's yourself, right? You have to stop putting yourself on a pedestal. You are no better than anybody else. This is the hard truth, and I'm sorry that I'm coming at you like this, but you are no better than anybody else, and nobody else is better than you, right? Everybody has their little trials and tribulations, but it's what you do and take action towards that's going to make the difference between your life and that millionaire's life, right? So you're not happy with your job, you're not making enough money, or whatever the case might be, then change it, right? You don't like the job, get a different one. That's what I did. Little differently because my job ended, right? I had to choose another job, but I chose one that I would actually enjoy, one that would give me more time and give me more pay, more money than what I think is worth, what I'm worth. Basically, I decided that I want to be paid more money than what other employers are, more than the $10 an hour or $7 an hour, whatever the wage is nowadays. But I decided that I'm worth more than that, and I want more than that. So I set that intention, and I joined this online business, and I got started, right? And wouldn't you happen to know it, now I'm in a better seat. I'm achieving great things. I'm helping people like you make a substantial income online, and I'm also able to achieve or basically get the things that I've always wanted, right? And move forward with myself, right? That's not the only things that I've done with this business, right? Since I've been in this business, I've been able to personally grow, right? Reading books like this now. I haven't read a book since high school, right? And I still didn't read that book. I used, what was that, Quick Notes or whatever? That was what I used Spark Notes. I used that in high school. I didn't even read the book then. I'm starting to read now. Books like this. Look how thick this book is. This is thick for me. I'm sorry if you guys are readers, but I'm not a reader. And I'm actually loving this book right now. I just started and I'm already engulfed in it, right? Because it's something that I want to do. I want to grow personally, and I want to achieve better things. So I am taking the steps that I need to make that a possibility, right? It might not be the steps that you want to think, or might not be steps that you're comfortable with. But screw your comfortability, whatever the word is. Screw that. If you want to achieve something, take the steps necessary to do so, right? It only makes sense. People that put in the hard work, people that are dedicated to what their dreams are and what the goals they want to achieve, those are the people that actually achieve success. Those are the people that move forward and do great things. If you want to be that person, you need to do that as well. It's simple as that. Now, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I want to leave you on guys on a good note, so I'm going to go ahead and show you that picture again of my happiness of something that I achieved. Yay! That's me! Alright, so there's that picture. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope that it enlightened you a little bit and hopefully gets you started on the correct path. Go ahead if you guys want to know. Actually, go ahead. There's going to be a link in the description of this video. I want you guys to go ahead and click that link and enter your info so you can see what it is to have a free life, to actually have freedom and do the things you want to do, achieve the things you want to do, and with my guidance, be the best that you can be. All right? So go ahead and click that link. You guys will be taken to another page. Follow the directions on that page, and I'll show you guys how to have true freedom. This has been Gabriel. I'll see you guys on the next one.